It's definitely Japanese T-Hawk is the best.
It looks like LapChi has Xiaohai sitting there to give him some advice. And see, the best part about this is he can yell things at him in Cantonese, and ChrisG will have no idea what's going on, right? So.
Yeah, I think that's probably his best chance too, is to try and disrupt ChrisG somehow outside the game.
See, what you should do is everything in Cantonese should be real advice, and then shout a bunch of fake advice in English to throw ChrisG off.
That's right.
Jump at him more, jump at him more. We all chow, we all chow. You know?
Well, let's see what LapChi's got here. For a tournament organizer, he actually is very, very good at this game, so. But then again, so was ChrisG. Even though I never really had much respect for him as a Street Fighter player until I saw him play in the team tournament yesterday. He looked very dominant. I always thought it was just him playing a really cheap character, was what it came down to.
He's definitely. I mean, I remember back in the when it was Big 2 tournaments out in Next Level. Shout outs to East Coast and Spooky running those, and Henry Sen, of course. But he used to always be good at Street Fighter 4, but not the greatest. But since then, his level at this game has just skyrocketed immensely. Yeah,
it's almost, you can tell he was spending all of his time on Marvel. He reached a certain point in that game where he's like, all right, I don't need to practice this game constantly. And then he turned all that effort and attention to Street Fighter instead.
Yeah. He just basically said to himself, wait, why aren't I a god in this game too?
Yeah.
And then, oops.
Oh, yeah, he screwed up there. So actually, I would think Sakura can punish that. LapChi's actually got the life lead here. He's just got to play really calm. That's not really a great idea.
Yeah, smart stuff. Just get out of there. Don't even go for any mix-up. Here comes that frame trap from ChrisG. But LapChi doing the Blanca ball. And look at him. He's cheering himself on. Look at him. He's got that, dude.
Yeah, he's feeling himself.
He's bobbing and weaving.
Except that jumping fierce punch just cannot be stopped.
That guy's I call it the Slayer of Deities, man.
Because it's not. Oh, wow, that was a really nice whip punish there. And it looks like he was actually working on a setup. LapChi knew he was going to get in there.
Very fortunate. A lot of times when you do that setup and you bounce back, you actually end up landing back into the corner. But LapChi very fortunate to get that to connect and land outside of the corner.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not good.
One,
smash,
two.
smack. So you still get the hard knockdown. Tries the fireball. And he just walks up and he gets caught by the up ball.
I like it. I like it. Oh,
yeah. Oh, that wasn't safe for them. ChrisG, I think, didn't have full confidence he was going to be able to punish that, so he didn't buffer anything into it. Let LapChi get away there, except LapChi is still down on life, and that's going to do it. Really nice whiff punish from ChrisG to get a full grounded punish on that ball.
Yeah, I mean, remember how I talked about earlier against Blanca, so that's a good idea to stand inside the jab ball range. If you're outside the jab ball range, just be ready for that, and you can get all sorts of amazing punishes on Blancas who love the jab ball and the bite.
Yeah, and that was one of LapChi's favorite tricks for like a year, was all these weird variations on jab ball, and then saying the cross-up hops, except if you cancel that off a light, you don't have enough blocks to actually make the hop safe.
Yeah, that's another trick too when you're fighting against Blanca. Once you start getting poked and he's in range where he can't throw you anymore, just look for forward hops. That's the only thing you need to think about at that point. Wow, let's just go.
Yep, combo.
Ouch. Nice throw tech from LapChi.
Ooh, and then he walks into a huge stand roundhouse from ChrisG, so that takes the first game for the out-of-towner. No, actually, LapChi is technically an out-of-towner as well, so.
Out of country, or there you go.
Yeah. America. ChrisG is just kind of looking at this. Come on, man. Goes for the rematch here. Okay, nice anti-air there. Oh, really nice air that time. Jumping fierce. Really bizarre looking move. I think he actually, since that was a counter hit, he had enough time to jab, walk for it, and then jab again, and it all still comboed. The Sakura's jab, it's actually got the same frame data as Balrog's jab, and it still hits crouchers most of the time. So, you know, it was too good for Balrog, but
it's fine for Sakura.
Yeah.
Oh, to be honest with you, one of the things that made Balrog so good was that it hit a little higher up. So it's harder to jump away from at the same time. But
Yeah.
still very, very... That's not to say that it's not amazing for Sakura.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Just to take a step and then block just so that he could get away from that electricity. And I like him walking under and punishing just to get him into the corner in case he had blocked the rest of that stuff. At least he would have had a huge positioning advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, ChrisG got him with the confirm again. He's got the corner pressure. And he's been doing jab jab every time he knocks down LapChi. It's almost like he's looking at the timing for a jump or something. Or maybe it's timing for a Tatsu. Ooh, level 2 focus has just enough frame advantage. He can do a Tatsu after it.
I mean, LapChi should be able to interrupt if he just does a raw light Tatsu, but you're probably expecting him to come out with a low jab, so you're not touching any buttons anyway. And let's just walk up into
and then he got a reset in the middle of it. That really hurts. Oh, and then he tried to go a little bit too far, but I don't think he's pressed the button this time. So Blanca's just gonna stand there like a doofus.
Yeah, you cannot get hit on the ground unless you stick something really far. And even then, a lot of moves you can stick in there and not get hit still.
Yeah.
I mean, like, one of my favorite things to do when Blanca activates the anti-air Ultra 2 like that is just to hold forward on the controller and walk it